Right, so been using the grinder and the air sander, etc. As you can see, there's a fair amount. There's a good eighth of an inch. Well, yeah, eighth of an inch maybe in places, couple of mil of filler coming this way. I found that when I was doing it from up here, coming down. I have ground it all the way back. Well, ground it back to metal here, and it does look from this part that is enclosed. Doesn't seem to be suffering anywhere near as much as up here. So this part here is actually open from the back. You can see, get my fingers up near that bigger hole there. So this is the area that's affected most of all. I'll take show you some photos from under there in a sec. But so effectively we could just repair that part there. This lip going back this way also needs repairing. Let's lay down and see if we can see that. Okay, so there you can see that from about at this point here, you can see there's a bit missing there. So effectively, my plan at the moment is to cut out maybe from about here somewhere, cut out from here to here, replace that lip, and then, well, first thing is I'll replace this part in one panel, leave that as it is, and then put in this lip. Obviously, well, from maybe I'll cut that, get it to a point so it's ready to go in, and then when I make this piece, I'll weld it onto it so I can get from the back. So then I've got plenty of meat there so that I can actually just curve that edge. That's the plan at the moment. Obviously, like I say, you can get this complete panel replaced. You can purchase this panel all the way along here, but I think for just that part, if we had holes here and here and here and here, I would certainly look into replacing a big chunk of it, as per over here where I cut out the wheel arch for a repair panel. Yeah, I don't think we need all of that. I think that's okay. It goes this way, it goes that way, it goes that way. But if I just do down to if I just go down to this lip, this edge, and do that edge separately, this piece here separately, I think it's just about within my skill set to do that. Like most things, just take it, eating the elephant, just take one bite at a time. So I think we can cut down here, cut along there, cut down there, and along this edge, make a piece to fit that. Probably before we even cut that out, we'll get something pretty close to it. There was a lot of filler here. Hopefully I won't have to put that much in here. That's the plan. Pretty much all metalwork needs some filler, but we just want to keep it down to an absolute bare minimum. So that's quite a complex part, and only because this part is open. Only because this part is open, it suffers the worst. This part here is, there is an edge to it here. It doesn't seem to have suffered anywhere near as much. There's lots of sealant and big black, thick layer of black sound deadening mastic kind of stuff in here. So that's where we are. That's the plan. Replace that bit there just on its own. So here's my first attempt at building a replacement panel. Here it does come down this way, it goes up there, it curves under, doesn't have a lip going this way, so I'm going to cut that off. But effectively fits quite well. So I'm effectively going to do a cut and butt along here and along here and along here and along that edge there, and then I'll do the bit behind it, this seal, this edge here. I'll do that separately, one bit at a time. So that was that's where I've cut out the panel. So there is some goop and stuff in here and a bit of an inner panel that we'll have to make up as well. But so yeah, that's we've cut that out. That'll be the next thing on the list to do. Okay, so here's the first pass I've welded in. You can see I've got to go back and fill in some of the holes and re-weld some of this, but the first pass, I think that's possibly yeah, you can see it's all a bit, you can see the edges a bit bumpy here or whatever, but yeah, I think that's not bad for a first pass. A small, you know, as you can see there's a fair amount of filler up here, so just blending that in, you know, getting rid of most of that filler. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. First pass, got to go over and fill in these holes, etc. But yeah, reasonably happy with that. Obviously, I did put some rust prevention stuff on the inside here while it was out, but I didn't video that. So there you go. So yeah, first pass. Now what I've got to do is the underside. So I have cut away. Let's go around here. As you can see now, cut away here up to here. So we'll put a panel in there, a little strip, so it looks the same as before. As you can see, I've put a bit of paint in here, so I'm just waiting for that to dry off a bit before I go to the next step. But yeah, I'm going to cut out a piece of metal, put it in there, and then that'll be it for this side. Okay, that's the lip just installed. Obviously need to go back and clean all those welds off and then fill up any holes, but effectively we've now got both sides, you know, both the outer edge and the lower lip replaced. So here you go, here's the finished article. We have the seam underneath that carries on, slight bend as it goes round. Yeah, pretty good, I think so anyway. I mean, there's a little bit there that needs filling, but that's fine. So yeah, there we go. One piece. And potentially there's a slight, you might need a tiny bit of filler there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll blend it in. We'll have to put the bumper back on because obviously that's quite close to this, so we need to make sure that it follows correctly. But yeah, that's got rid of all that rust, so yeah, quite happy with that. Onward and upward.